aspects of the market. But onto the money markets now, where the rupee remained weak as importers bought dollars to meet month-end and year-end obligations. The domestic currency ended 2024 over 3% weaker. Economists polled by CNBC-TV18 see the rupee sliding to 87 by the end of 2025, but most respondents don't see bond yields going below 6.5% in the coming year. Lata is here now to map up the macros in 2025. Lata, take us through what the poll is telling us.
Well, the Indian rupee will slide to 86.25 by March 2025 and to 87 by the year end. That's according to a poll of economists and bank treasury heads done by CNBC-TV18. Treasury heads, of course, varied in their levels. The range for March for the rupee was 85.40 to 86.5. But for the year, the economists' forecasts lie between 86.75 and 87.5. That's by December 31. An overwhelming majority expect a rate cut in February, taking the repo rate to 6.25 from 6.5 today. But that will move the 10-year bond yield only a bit to 6.7%, bankers told us. By the year end, however, the hope is equally divided between those who see one more rate cut and those who see two more rate cuts. So the repo rate could be at 6% or could be at 5.75, 50-50 vote on that. However, the 10-year bond yield is not seen going below the 6.5% mark in 2025. GDP growth is on an average seen at 6.4% for FY25, with the range of forecasts being 6.3 to 6.5, while the FY26 growth is seen at 6.6%. Again, the range here is 6.5 to 6.8%. Inflation in the current year, FY25, is seen averaging 4.8%, which is the Reserve Bank's forecast. For next year, that is FY26, the poll shows that CPI inflation may average between 4.4, around 4.4%. The range is 4.3 to 4.5%. Finally, the current account deficit is seen at 1.35% this year, FY25, and 1.2% next year, which is very much within the Reserve Bank's comfort zone. All told, prepare for at least a 2% depreciation of the rupee and a slightly downbeat growth. Of course, that will mellow inflation, and don't expect aggressive fall in bond yields.
All right, Lata, many thanks for joining us. That's the Indian macro outlook for 2025. Now, the rupee will slide to 86.25 by March 2025 and by 87 by the year end. That's according to a poll of our economists and treasury heads. As you just heard Lata take us through that. Now, let's talk